Before we begin, I need you to stay until the last story. The final one. I still have to pause before I read it. You'll understand why. You weren't looking for one. The Pokemon that find you when you weren't looking, those are the ones that stay. It had been passed between hands before yours. That much was legible in the way it watched doorways. You woke at 3 a.m. to find a ribbon across your wrist, barely there, and for reasons you couldn't explain, you fell back asleep. You didn't choose it, it knew that, and it loved you anyway, with a patience indistinguishable from faith. Rockruff came like a question that hadn't decided what it was asking yet, with the specific energy of something that has never considered the possibility it might not be welcome. On the third morning, a small gray stone left outside your door. You nearly threw it away. You kept it, for reasons you couldn't name. It knocked the water bowl over 6 times in one afternoon. It chased its own tail with the focus of something that genuinely expected it to catch up eventually. Every morning, a stone, different ones, all of them meaning the same thing in a language you were learning without a dictionary. Rockruff was keeping track of the days it had been here, the days you had both, against all probability, stayed. You thought the likeness was coincidence, a funny costume, something stitched together carefully from materials found close to the ground. It looked at what the world loved most, and then it made itself look like that. Not to deceive, to belong. One day you noticed it had stopped keeping the distance. You didn't say anything, neither did it. The dark arrived, something in it already knew. You found it at 2 a.m. in the corridor, sitting perfectly still, rings glowing faintly. Not frightening, just there. Its rings, its coat, its capacity to see what others cannot, all of it shaped by the quality of one person's consistent attention. By night it moved through the house, each room, each door, each window.
You never asked it to.
It did not need to be asked. For a while, everything was simply easy. Togekiss arrived and immediately made everything easier. That was the part that should have told you something. It circled Mimikyu once and settled beside it. And Mimikyu, who had never leaned against anything, leaned. You thought, it's all right. They have each other. You were right about the first part. You were wrong about what it would mean when it was tested. Of all the stories in today's video, this is the one I have read the most. Not because it ends badly, because of the exact moment in the middle. It positioned itself at the perimeter, not the center, the edge, where it could watch everything and be the first to know. Fear, anger, pain, all of it, all the time. It cannot turn it off. It had been standing at the window for 2 hours before you noticed. When it turned from the glass, its expression had no human equivalent.
Sylvian's ribbons had gone still.
The bowl was untouched. The shelf was empty. The faint warmth that had been moving through the house since the first night, gone. The absence of something that is always present. It is louder than most things.
You called her name. Nothing. Lucario was already at the door. Just breathe for a second. If this one landed somewhere real, drop a blue heart in the comments. I read every single one. And if Teardrop Tales isn't already part of your week, this is the moment to change that. Subscribe. I'll be here.
Lucario crossed the threshold without being told. It did not look back. Aura was already tracing the thread of what it was looking for, through the dark. Somewhere in the forest, a ribbon was trying to reach. The forest at that hour was not the forest from daylight. It had reorganized itself into something older, with a different set of rules. Umbreon moved first, into the dark where light simply didn't exist. Its rings shifted, precise, gold, not for itself, for the ones behind it. 5 of them, moving with a certainty that had nothing to do with bravery, and everything to do with something older and quieter than that. Mimikyu stopped, and became something the dark couldn't track, because it looked exactly like one of its own. Lucario crouched low, already reading the coordinates from the air like a map, already tracing the thread to exactly where Sylveon lay. Rockruff found the right stone. Not luck, months of collecting, turning, studying, all of it applied to this specific crack. The seal broke. Togekiss stepped forward, not sideways, not back, forward between the shadow and the hollow, and produced from itself something that was not peace at all. The shadow looked at it, looked at all 5 of them, and decided this was not worth it.
The hollow opened, and Sylveon's ribbons, slowly, then all at once, began to move again.
Tell me, which story has hit you hardest so far? Just drop the name in the comments. I want to know, because what's coming in the final chapter might completely change your answer. But you needed to hear it.
The forest grew quiet again. The kind of quiet that follows something you were afraid might never end. And then she ran back. Same speed, same certainty, like the world had snapped back into place. They did not celebrate. Animals rarely do. They just stayed close.
Even after the danger passed, one of them kept watch.
I never went looking for 6 Pokemon, but somehow they found me.
And after that day, Tuesday never felt normal again.
Growlithe faced the forest, just in case something tried again. Espeon stayed above the rest, watching the quiet return. Flareon found the softest thing nearby. Of course it did. They didn't celebrate. Animals rarely do. They just stayed close. I never went looking for 6 Pokemon, but somehow they became home.